Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. May peace and the blessing of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala be upon you all. Today, you have made it today for the day of the Ramadan. Alhamdulillah, you really did yourself to be there. If you have fasted 3 days and the 4th day is today, as I promise, I will tell you today more about the way towards prayer. Because Ramadan is nothing without prayer. Salah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, just the way I told you yesterday, so whatever you do, do it and go for the excellence. And the excellence of everything is Salah. That's the beginning point. So let's start with wudu, as I promise you. And then we will go inshallah ta'ala to Salah. How you will stop those thoughts telling you many things that you forgot, telling you all those you are supposed to do. You will know that today the secret is there. First, every salah starts with wudu. What I notice mostly is that people take wudu very fast. They pray very fast. That's not good. Even if you're in a hurry, do it well. You see that people are pouring water a lot. Please reduce the tap. Just put it in your hand. What your hand can hold is more than enough. But letting the tap goes continuously, you are pouring the water off. Please think about your brothers and sisters of other human beings on this earth without water. Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, even if you go to the river or even an ocean, be conscious about the water and use it, a small portion of it, what you really need, not what you don't need. Don't misuse it. So opening the tap and then you are running to the mosque, subhanallah, or to any prayer. It is only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala who will judge. But look at that feeling. You are pouring off water a lot to the ground while there are people suffering without those water. Think about it. So take it slowly. Wash your hand. Thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for making this water clean for you to take wudu with it. That's the beginning point. Conscious. Every step is a baby step in everything, but we run. Before we know, we have already reached a high level that we really know much less about Islam. Let's go back to the baby step. That says, take water just in your hand, enough for you to wash it. When you wash your hand, thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for making the water clean for you and not najis, not unclean. When you wash your mouth, pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to increase dhikr. Dhikr is a form of worship, to increase dhikr in your tongue and your mouth. When you clean your nose, thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and asking Him to let you smell nice smell of Jannah. When you wash your face, Pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give you the light, the day when there is no light. When you wash your right arm, pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give you their book of deeds in your right arms and put you in Jannah. When you wash your left arm, pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, tell him, oh Allah, don't give me your book, my book, in my left arm or from my back or hang it on my neck. There are people who don't see the face of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So pray that Allah will not do that, giving you your book on your left hand, in your left hand. When you wash your head and ears, ask for Allah to give you blessings. When you wash your foot, ask Allah to make the way to paradise smoother for you. That is the prayer when you're taking wudu. And if you do that, you go to prayer in the best way. When you see people are praying, just walk slowly because every step is counted for you. It is already said. Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Innamal a'malu binniyat." Everything is will. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will look at your will. What do you want? And how do you want it? That's the will, what you want, what you are going for. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, I will only look at your intention, your will of doing that. So just walk, stand, put attention and pray. You know why your attention is not there? Because you didn't finish a lot of things, and that will come all of them at once. But the best way is being in presence. Think about Allah, saying, oh Allah, I worship you, I believe in you, like I see you, and yet I don't see you. When you put that in your brain and think, I'm seeing you, and yet I don't see you. I see you, yet I don't see you. But I know that Allah, you see me. Keep that in your heart. He sees you, but you don't see. Don't try to imagine when you are praying on a mat, written Kaaba and everything, and the mosque. That is not the mosque. That intention must not be in your brain to give a sort of symbol in your head, some imagination. No, there should be actually nothing on the mat. It is supposed to be completely free from any form of drawing or everything. Any kind of drawing, it must be free from it, because your intention is you're standing in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You're worshiping as if you are seeing him, and yet you don't see him, though he sees you. And then you try to be conscious, keep it there. Insha'Allah ta'ala, tomorrow I will tell you what you can do to avoid those things in your brain. But in fact, let me tell you now, the best way to avoid that is forget about the past, because it is an illusion. It is not in your head. It is just in your head, but it is not there, because you can do nothing about it. You cannot change. Past is past. The future is not yet in your hand also, because it is in the hand of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. What is in your hand is now and now. That is the moment you stand in front of Allah and think of, yes, now and now. I'm standing in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and then you pray. Tomorrow I will teach you another thing, inshallah ta'ala, how you can get rid of any thoughts. No thoughts is coming from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I will tell you or teach you how to be free from those dunya and other things that is in your head while you are praying. There is a way how to do it. Inshallah ta'ala, tomorrow you will see me. Inshallah, tomorrow you will learn. And from there, inshallah, you will start praying according to the way you are supposed to pray. With this, I wish you all the best for the rest of the day. I wish you all the rahmah of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala put and give you all the blessings. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.